You too. What is going on, Lakers family? And welcome back with another banger video. Hope you guys are having a blessed Friday afternoon to start the day off. And today we're going to be talking about five, potential candidates that play the center position that could fit the Lakers front court alongside LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Now, the first player that I do want to talk about is center Jonas Valanciunas from the New Orleans Pelicans. They just got eliminated in the first round to OKC Thunder in 4 games, got swept. And I honestly feel like he'll be a solid addition for this Lakers team. What he could provide is what the Lakers lack: offensive rebounds and defense rebounds. The rebounding department has been leading to second chance points and it's been killing us all season long. I mean, all season long, right? And the Lakers need more of a bigger body, someone that could use their size to punk Jokic around, Joel Embiid around, and Domantas Sabonis around, right? Because Anthony Davis has been struggling, playing the center position, even though he's been very good at it. Just that he doesn't really have the physicality to guard that position. He's more of a finesse big, if you get what I'm trying to say. And he doesn't like playing the center position. He's more of a four, which he's explained so many times every single, season, how he wants to play that, how he doesn't like playing the five, and they keep playing him out of position, which I blame that more on the front office and on the coaching staff, but especially the head coach. But there's nothing that he can do. And the Lakers went away from what was working when we won a championship in 2019-20 NBA season. How do we win a championship? Running three big man lineup of Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee and Anthony Davis. That's what I meant to say, right? Now, when you look at, Jonas Valanciunas, he's big. He's around like 6'11". He weighs around like 262 pounds. Correct me if I'm wrong. He is very flat-footed in defense. He's not their greatest defender, but he has good size. And he's been very good in the pick-and-roll action spots. Occasionally, he can knock down the three-point shot, even though he's not the greatest three-point shooter. And when you look at his contract, it's 2 years, $30.1 million. Does end this summer, which he'll become unrestricted free agent. Per year is make around $15 million, which is very reasonable. He's 32 years of age, so it's not like this dude is, young. By any means, he's not. And he's a veteran. He could provide that on this Lakers team. And not only that, he's on an expiring contract. Now, I will say before the trade deadline, there's even reports coming out that the New Orleans Pelicans were willing to trade Jonas Valanciunas and that they're looking for a more mobile big rim protector like a Jaron Allen from the Cavs, right? But they just never traded Jonas Valanciunas. And he also indicated, like in late May, that he'd like to sign a contract extension with the New Orleans Pelicans. But today we got a recent report coming from Mike Scott of Hoops Hype, basically saying that there's a sense that Jonas Valanciunas won't return as a Pelican this offseason in free agency. I'm told Valanciunas especially split center minutes with Larry Nance Jr. this season, and I was benched often to close games. When Zion is healthy and playing on the court, Valanciunas occupies the paint and clogs driving lanes for Zion Williamson while he's still able to play at a high level, right? Double-double threat, and he's not an ideal fit for this roster, and his near double-double production will likely be more valued by other teams on the unrestricted free agent market. I'd be pretty surprised if he was back because of how they were treating his spot in the rotation late in the season. And there were a few, times when they didn't play him in the second half of the season and they prioritized having space around Zion Williamson. And then he says, I think they'll want that in a center of the future next to Zion, moving forward, right? So there's a lot of things that go into it and valuable trades Valanciunas brings, but he's been able to show up every night for the New Orleans Pelicans this season. He played all 82 games, which is actually impressive. Healthy, especially at his age. You can't say that about a lot of players in the league. Some of these players don't even touch even 70, even 60. Some at most play 50, but that's incredible. Shout out to him. Now, the next player that I do want to talk about is my favorite on my list is Nic Claxton. His 2-year contract does end this summer, $17.2 million. And per year is make around $8.6 million, which is very reasonable, right? He did sign his last deal to bet on himself. And to be honest, guys, he's probably going to command good money and maybe worth up to at least $25 million per year for the Brooklyn Nets this summer because reportedly the Nets are, comfortable paying him the money that he wants. And he's 25 years of age, so he's going to continue to improve. He was a former lottery pick. I can't remember what pick he was. Let me know in the comment section, but I know he was drafted in 2019. He played for the University of Georgia, and the Brooklyn Nets' main priority is to, retain him in free agency. So he finished tied for sixth in the NBA with 2.1 blocks per game. He also averaged 11.8 points and 9.9 rebounds per game. He's 6'11". He ranked fifth in the league in field goal percentage at nearly 63%, which is actually incredible. He's a great in the pick and roll. He's quick to the rim. He puts pressure on the rim, but he also has the ability to play the dribble handoff game, which a lot of centers do in today's NBA. So he's a very good rim protector. That's what the Lakers need. Jackson Hayes didn't really get too much minutes for the Lakers in the postseason, even though Darvin Ham didn't really want to play him that much. Loves to go with that small ball shit, which I just cannot stand. And we need a bigger body, right? Christian Wood and Jared Vanderbilt were available for Game 4, Game 5. And guess what? His dumbass decided not to play those guys and just go small. And there was times where Rui Hachimura was, guarding Jokic. So the Lakers need a real center. Now, the next player that I do want to talk about, which I doubt the Lakers can get, but is Isaiah Hartenstein from the New York Knicks. His contract is 2 years, $16 million, does end this 2024, summer. Sorry for the noise because there's background noise, but let's continue on. Per year, he's making around $8 million. He's 26 years of age. And to be honest, guys, he's been so good for the New York Knicks this season that they may have played himself out of New York. He began the season as a reserve, but was forced into the starting lineup because of Mitchell Robinson's, ankle injury. In December, Hartenstein never gave it a backup as it started the season. Hartenstein averaged near 8.7 points per game, 9.4 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.2 steals, and 1.3 blocks per game for the Knicks. Those stats believe his impact. Hartenstein became one of the league's best, rim protectors, as well as his ferocity on the glass and ability to make plays out of the pick-and-roll ball. The Knicks' offense, even though, Mitchell Robinson returned April, and Hartenstein has remained the starting part in Dusho because Mitchell Robinson's needed to be eased back into the rotation and would take time with this injury. So that's why with Mitchell Robinson now out for the remainder of the season with the ankle injury, Hartenstein is once left to the man in the middle for the New York Knicks in the postseason. While Hartenstein struggled at times against Joel Embiid, making it hard for him in the first round of the playoffs, in the postseason, he made an impact in the Knicks' second-round series against the Indiana Pacers. Hartenstein had 14 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1 block in Game 2 in a win over the Indiana Pacers on Wednesday in New York. And he can be due for a big payday, right? And the Knicks have early bird rights, which means they are limited in how big of a raise that they can offer for Hartenstein this summer. Meanwhile, a team with cap space can offer Hartenstein the max if they wanted to, and they can offer him at most somewhere around $16 to $17 million, per season, which will Hartenstein, get a bigger offer from a different team? We'll see. But for the Los Angeles Lakers, I don't think they would offer him the max. I just don't think he's worth it, even though he's been playing very good. And the Lakers would be over the luxury tax because LeBron James, even if he does take a pay cut, doesn't really do anything. I heard reports coming out that even if he did take the mid-level exception, even if he took the minimum, wouldn't really help. The Lakers would still be over the luxury tax, right? And there's even reports coming out that D'Angelo Russell, he's going to decline his player option, which is around $18 million. And also, Jackson Hayes might not even, exercise his player option. Those are the reports that came out. And Christian Wood is going to be returning because he exercised his player option. So he's going to be back for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I will say Hartenstein would be good on this Lakers front court. You can either start or you can even have him play the backup, role right. Now, he was asked about his impending free agency by hoop site Michael Scotto in April. And Hartenstein basically said that he loved his time in New York and was, focused on his playoffs rather than free agency because he wants to win, right? And he was asked by Scotto if he would stay with the Knicks. If the money was equal between the two offers, Hartenstein simply said yes. So I think those are very interesting. That really stand out to me. and he really loves the passion of the game. So the Lakers, I just don't think that they can afford him, and he deserves the money. But we'll see. Time will tell. This is just speculation. Now, the next player that I do want to talk about is former Laker JaVale McGee. His contract is 1 year, $3.1 million. Does end this upcoming 2024 summer. He was on a vet minimum, which is very reasonable. Per year's make around $3.1 million. So the Lakers could afford him. And after he was released by the Dallas Mavericks and he signed with the Sacramento Kings during the 2023-24 offseason, in free agency, McGee was a third-string center behind Domantas Sabonis because he was starting. He's a star on the team, all-star caliber player, very good. And I believe he's leading the league in like triple doubles and stuff like that. You also got third string in Alex Len. He's a veteran. He used to play for some other teams like the Phoenix Suns. I can't remember the other teams other than that. And he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. But this season, he was averaging around 4 points per game and 2.7 rebounds in 46 games for the Sacramento Kings. He does bring veteran leadership experience that the Lakers can use. And the Kings, main weakness in the 2023 postseason against Golden State Warriors is that they got destroyed in the board count. They were struggling, so they had size, and it went to Game 7. But if it was for, those two offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, I think things could have changed in the whole series. But it is what it is. And when he was on the Dallas Mavericks that season, they were relying on him way too much to be the starting center, which he cannot play starting center minutes because he's older. He's 36 years of age, and he's not the same player that he used to be, right? So he can only play spot minutes in certain times of the game, and he's a backup big. So that's why it didn't work out. They had Christian Wood on their team, and it just didn't work out that season. So Lakers fans, NBA fans, general, you guys let me know in the comment section. How do you guys feel about these four centers? Oh, I forgot to mention, the last player that I do want to talk about is Andre Drummond. Not the biggest fan of him, which is fine. I know other people are not the biggest fan of him, but he used to play for the Lakers back in the 2020-21 season, and he averaged near, 10.2 rebounds, and the Lakers signed him in the bottom market, so it's not like the Lakers had to give up anything for him or they had to trade for him, but he was injured. He had, a toe injury in his first game in his debut, but he's known for his rebounding. That's his specialty in the league. But when you look at his contract is worth 2 years, $6.5 million, which is, pretty reasonable. Ends this upcoming 2024 summer, which will become unrestricted free agent. Per year is make around $6.5 million on a non-taxpayer mid-level exception. And this season for the Chicago Bulls, he averaged around 9 rebounds per game, which is a very good rebound. He's still one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. So those are my 5, centers. Those are the trade targets that I think the Lakers should go after. Rebounding have been killing us. The Lakers need to run a 3 big man lineup, and whoever we hire as the head coach should, run those bigs because I'm tired of this small ball crap. We're not the Golden State Warriors. We need to stop shooting threes, settling for threes. And I want to see that size. For example, you look at the Minnesota Timberwolves, right? They're up 2-0 against the defending champions, reigning champions, the Denver Nuggets. And they stole the Lakers formula, running a 3 big man lineup of Karl Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. By the way, he won the Defensive Player of the Year. And he also got Naz Reid, which he won, I believe, the 6-man award. So I'm out of here. Peace.